Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? As for me, I'm fine, so I guess you guys are fine as well. Once again, welcome to this Lazy Girls channel. I hope I get more serious and more consistent. Not serious. I hope I work on my consistency. All right, so work with me while I do my weekend prep for the new week. I usually trim my brows over the weekend because I don't have time to be doing all of this on Monday morning while I'm in a hurry to go make my, Alright, so I want to talk about life lately. What's been going on with me? First, I want to talk about I don't know how to describe it, right? I lack the right words. I just want to talk about what Nigerian supermarkets do with not supplying, how poorly they do with not supplying products that are in demand. Sometime in 2021, I used to use Q7, a body wash called Q7. I used it in 2019, 2020, 2021, I think 2022 as well, and then I think second quarter of 2022, right? It just disappeared from the market. I went around supermarkets looking for it. I usually don't buy cosmetics from open markets. I don't buy creams, I don't buy body wash. I try not to. But when I was frustrated, I had to even go to Lagos Island to see if I could get it. And then I got to this store. He said the person said he had it, but all of a sudden, okay, that he had it in his store. He went to his warehouse to get it and came back with a pack of it. I was happy, only for me to check the bottle, the body of the bottle, for the expiry date. It had expired, I think, a few months before then, so I didn't get it. Anyway, I went back home and I got papaya extract. I use papaya extract and Idol sometimes, and they seem to work. I only have one issue with them. While they don't cause any troubles to my skin when I use them, right? They don't seem to correct what is wrong with my skin if I use them. For example, if I break out just like I do here, it's usually hormonal, right? Sometimes I press it. Most times I need to discipline myself more. I pop it, I press it, it leaves, and then it ends up leaving blackheads, right, or black spots. When I use my body wash, when this happens, in like a week or two, the spot is gone. But with Idol and Q7, I think they are not as they just do their normal this thing. They maintain your skin. They do not cause additional. They don't create. For my own skin, it's different for everybody's skin, right? They don't give me additional troubles, right? But they don't cure some troubles, majorly black spots, blackhead. Anyway, so while waiting, I found, I think in, not even think, I know, in 2023, I found Dr. Rochelle's body wash, and it was amazing. When you begin to use it, the first 1 month, you're going to, for me, I had little rash all over my face. Right, but I didn't stop. I kept using it, and after a while, the rash cleared off, and my skin was restored, and it was good. I used it from 2022, 2023. Sorry, from 2023 and 2024. Towards the last quarter of 2023, it suddenly left the market. I looked for it everywhere. In short, at some point before then, I could only find it at Ebano on Lekki Admiralty Way. But after a while, it disappeared. I could no longer find it. So I went back to using my Idol and papaya extract. Majorly Idol. And one fateful day, I walked into a supermarket to check for body wash. Guess what I found? This Q7 body wash. Right, I think this was in December. I got it. I used it in December, in January, in February, and in early March, it's finished. I've been looking, which one, before it even finishes, right? When it gets to like 70%, I start looking for it. But I have been looking and looking and looking. I told the supermarket attendant to speak to the manager, right, to restock it. A product cannot be in demand and you're not speaking to your suppliers to supply. I cannot understand Nigerian supermarkets. I don't know. They bring a product today, you buy it, or even a perfume. You go back the next day to the supermarket to buy that same perfume once that has finished, maybe like 2 months after or 3 months after. It's no longer there. So why are you stocking what you're not going to keep restocking? I don't understand. I'm frustrated at this point because of the blackheads. Right, you see these, you see some of them here. I don't know. I hope I find something to use because of course there are a lot of body wash, but there are some ingredients I look out for that I know that they are going to be calm on my skin. They're not going to do so much harm to my skin. And once I get the body wash and cream on my skin, there's very little I do when it comes to skincare. I use moisturizer, I use simple toner, I use vitamin C serum. What else? I think that's about it. And then I use these sheets, eye patch, max, and my skin is trying. Besides the blackheads, I think I'll give myself, when it comes to skin, 95 over 100. All right, moving on from that. I said I was going to be talking about life lately. In January too, I bought some books from, if you watched my last video on YouTube, the last video I've read on YouTube, I bought some books. I've read 2 of the books. I haven't read this. Has anybody read this? Do you think it's going to be a good read? What do you think? Maybe I should do a review of all the books once I am done reading this. This is my next read, but I don't think I'm open to reading it yet. Maybe sometime in May I'll start reading it. But the next book I'm hoping to get is Buchi Emecheta's Second Class Citizen. But man, Buchi Emecheta's books are so expensive. If you think that there's something else you want me to read and then we can talk about it, we can review it together, please drop it in the comment section. I'll make certain to see it, to check the book and then see if something I would like to read. Right now, moving on from that, I want to talk about mini perfumes. I recently fell in love with mini perfumes, and there's no going back from it. The only disadvantage I think is it doesn't last as long as the bigger perfumes. Let's say you get what's the name of that, something berries, right? I think I got berries. Hi, weekend berries, is that the name? I guess yes. Right, you get the bigger one, the bigger perfume. Then you, if the bigger one lasts for like 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, I think the smaller one just carry you for like maybe 6 hours. So usually I carry it alongside. It could fit in a purse, in a bag, even in your cargo shorts for touch up. And now this brings me to a certain topic about people asking God for what they're not ready for. You know, before I used to think that somehow, right, maybe you're asking God for something, somehow is this, of course, because the Bible says your sin sometimes doesn't allow your prayers, prevents your prayers from getting to God, which I understand. And I thought that was the only thing that used to make prayers not be answered. But I have come to see that, I've come to realize that one of the things is that people are not ready. You know how you're asking God for something and God knows you're not ready for this thing you're asking him for. So why are you asking? Do you understand? I've seen people ask God for, they've gone to pray for life partners. Oh God, I want a husband, I want a man that will love me, I want a man that will do this, I want a man that will put me before himself. I want a man that would be a loving father, a friend, a husband, a brother, everything to me. And God gives you this husband and you begin to take the man for granted, right? I have seen wives, not just wives and husbands, I've seen husbands pray to God, like, God, I want a God-fearing man, I want a man who loves me, I don't want to just be with anybody, I want the right person for me. And God gives you this thing you've so much asked him for, and you forget that you cried to God for this thing. God has answered your prayers. How well are you living in your answered prayers? Are you grateful? Do you water? Do you nourish? Do you speak life into this thing? This also brings me to parents too. You know, parents, you've stressed the ears of God. I want children. I want a child. I want a child. God, if you give me this child, I will thank you. I will bless you. I will do this. I will do that. I will love this child. The child is going to be a model of Christ and all of that. And God gives you this child you've been asking God for. You are nonchalant towards this child. You speak negative things to this child at the slightest provocation, right? You are speaking negative words to the child. You are a very stupid child. You are a useless boy. You are, I don't know, but I know that I have read the Bible. That's not what the Bible tells you to do, right? You're supposed to speak life. The Bible says, by their fruit we shall know them. That fruit, that thing you're making people see, is that the fruit a Christian should bear? You know, I'm not here acting all self-righteous, right? I really do not get why parents, at the slightest provocation, lay curses, speak negative words to their children. And when these children begin to embody these curses, these terrible things you say to these children, you begin to disturb the ears of God that, why is this child behaving like this? But you, God, please change this child in one mouth, and the next mouth telling this child, you are very stupid, you are a useless child. You're contradicting yourself. You cannot be speaking negative things to the life of children while your other parents, right, who are speaking life to their children, speaking positive things to the lives of their children. You will stand before kings, men will come to your rising. You know, how often are Christian parents speaking life to their children, whether in provocation or not in provocation? How often? Because I have seen that a whole lot of African parents. I cannot say for parents who are not African, because most of my life has been in Africa, if not all of my life. So I think Christian parents need to work on that. You cannot lay curse on a child and expect the child to turn out to be the best. Excuse me. It doesn't. In any world work like that. Oh well, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are fine. Oh, this is the end of my rant today and touching base, right? How are you guys doing? Yes, one more thing I want to speak about. I recently bought these seeds, chia seeds and sesame seeds. Of course, I know what to do with chia seeds. Put it in my drink, in my cereal, in my water bowl. These other seeds, sesame seeds, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Yes, I guess I am. I know that it's usually sprinkled over pastries. I'm not a fan of baking. I'm not interested in baking. Besides baking, one other thing I know it can be used for is you toast them or roast them a bit, and then you sprinkle them in your salads. But besides, is there something else you think I can use it for? If there is, please let me know. Leave it in the comment section. Enjoy the rest of your day, and please make certain to subscribe if you find this, like, and then leave a comment below. Ciao ciao.